Date, let's go over the facts of the case.
Good idea.
Alright. Alright. So let me just talk real quick. Because there's a lot of things that I'm like, okay. So, a lot of things eerie about the ASET part, ASET home. The Sagans, basically. I'll call them the Sagans for now. So, in the dream, you saw that the husband was standing over the wife's body, Hitomi, while she was, basically dead, almost like, looking down, face down. I mean, not face down, face up, laying down like a Family Guy character. I'm gonna keep making that joke, but on top of that, her arm is not working, which makes me wonder: did she get beaten up by the husband, or ran over, or or whatever? The house looks very empty. That's another thing. It doesn't look like it's lived in. Maybe part of me is like, okay, that might be a dev thing where they don't have like enough resources, but this is Spike's Chunsoft games. There's a reason for everything, so that's why I'm like, all right, let me like analyze every detail of this game, because I know at some point they're gonna ask me like, oh, with Spike Chunsoft games, you got to look at every detail of everything to piece the story together. Aset is another weird character as well because of the whole blackmailing thing. Like she wanted to blackmail me instantly. Like why does she want me to, why does she do that off rip? What's the other kid's name? Hold on, let me go into the person file. Okay, got Hitomi. Okay, she dislikes antisocial people, but she's antisocial as well, which is weird. Unless they're going off of the real definition of antisocial, because what people usually call antisocial people is people that are like asocial, where they don't like to talk to people. But actual antisocial people are like homicidal people that like go against the grain of society and social norms. So maybe she's talking about those kind of people. I hope that's the case, because it's kind of weird for her personality, because she seems like a very introverted, asocial person. War and sickness. Okay, children. Okonomiyaki. Okay, Okonomiyaki. And friends, Iris and Mizuki. Okay, reading, gardening, watching zombie movies. Okay, that's interesting. Plays the video game involving shooting down alien invaders. Okay. Oh, Hitomi is Iris's mother, unmarried. Her parents died in an accident when she was 17. She raised Iris alone. Okay, due to an injury in the past, she can't move her right arm. So it doesn't really specify how she got that injury though. But all we know is that her parents died in an accident when she was 17. Okay, noted. Due to an injury in the past, she can't move her right arm. Part of me thinks that's due to that's from the husband. Like a large part of me is like, okay, probably the husband had to do something with this. But and I'm not laughing at the fact that it happened. I'm just laughing because I'm like, I don't know. I just be laughing. Okay, I'm not laughing at what's wrong with her arm. Okay, damn, this sounds so fucked up. Anyways, all right. So let me check. Who's another person I want to like talk about? Oda. So Oda, he seems like a typical teenager kid. In terms of the case, I feel like he should have specified that he found out that the ice pick was in her eye at first glance. Maybe he's trying to cover up for Mizuki, because like I initially said, I feel like Mizuki didn't stab her mother initially, but I feel like she stabbed her in the stomach. But I don't know. I I don't have the evidence, the full on evidence, but we'll see. We'll see later on. For the boss though, there's just information that I want to know about what happened 6 years ago, and she's just not giving it to me. So there's something pivotal in there, but that's neither here nor there. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back into the case. All right. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hove.
Hi, my name is Kaname Date. Nice to meet you. What? Date? I have the same name. What a coincidence.
Perhaps he's had too much medication.
Hey, me. Want to play a game? Sure, let's play I Spy. I spy something round. My eyeball. Correct. I win.
I will terminate you.
Focus, you got this.
Don't push yourself, Date. No, I'm fine, Date.
You do not appear to be fine.
You trying to say I'm ugly? There's me. Okay, it's an unsettling to see yourself in a naked eye. Well, I suppose it's not the naked eye. My left eye, Aiba, is outside the socket walking around. But whatever Aiba sees is sent to the optic nerve in my left eye socket. Her body and the terminal in the back of my eye socket are connected wirelessly. Oh, so that's interesting. So basically, I don't even see, where's Aiba? So basically, whenever he closes his eye, he basically sees what Aiba sees. Oh, Aiba's in the wheel. Oh my gosh. That is weird. But basically, like when he closes his eye, he sees what Aiba sees, basically. So okay, that makes sense. All right. Let's talk about Shoko's corpse.
The estimated time of death is yesterday, Friday, around 5 p.m. The cause of death is blood loss from multiple stab wounds to the torso. The weapon used to commit the murder is almost certainly the ice pick Mizuki was holding when we discovered her. There were no fingerprints, hair, or other clues left behind by the culprit.
And that's where I'm like, okay, so there's no bloodstains on the horse. There were no bloodstains on the pole. There was a stab wound in the eye. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, so my initial theory was that Mizuki stabbed her in the stomach, maybe. But that wouldn't make sense because there was no blood on the horse itself. Because if there was blood on the horse, I mean, if Mizuki stabbed her, there would be blood on the horse. So definitely, it's definitely a setup of some sort. So somebody must have stabbed her in the eye socket. No, stabbed her in the abdomen area. Stabbed her in the eye socket. Mizuki probably took it out, was scared or whatever. But why would she take it out is another question. Why would she take it out? Okay. Let's talk about her corpse a little bit more.
The corpse was found tied up on one of the horses of the merry-go-round. This makes it clear that the killer had no intention of hiding their crime.
So yeah, it was definitely a
Rather,
statement.
It appears as though it was displayed deliberately.
Yeah, it was definitely a statement.
Perp wants the limelight.
Or is attempting to send some kind of message.
Yeah. Anything else?
The corpse was found with her left eye removed. That eyeball has yet to be found. According to Iris's testimony, when Ota first discovered the body, the ice pick was still lodged in the left eye socket.
So why did Mizuki have the ice pick?
Yeah.
Could she have taken the eye?
No, that wouldn't make sense. Let's talk about the bloodstains. I think that's like the main thing we need to talk about.
When we arrived on the scene, there was no blood on the horse the body was mounted upon.
Which means the merry-go-round wasn't the murder scene. Shoko was killed somewhere else and then brought there to be displayed.
Yeah, to be displayed, yeah.
That means Mizuki couldn't have done it. She's 12. She can't move a body or drive a car.
Were you considering her a suspect?
That's part of the job. If there's even the slightest possibility.
Yeah.
Then this is good news. It means the likelihood of Mizuki being the killer is almost zero.
I knew that from the start. She would never put her hands on her own mother. She doesn't have what it takes to commit murder.
You never know, man. But I mean, shut up. All right. Why was Mizuki inside the column? That's a very good question.
Perhaps she was playing hide and seek.
Can't be.
Hide and seek?
It was not a serious suggestion. I was merely joking, as you call it.
She had to be hiding from somebody, like probably the killer. That might have been the case. Probably took out the ice pick because she was like, all right, oh my gosh, she I can't believe she's or maybe like she thought she was like alive for a little bit, like for a second or so, and be like, oh, let me take out the ice pick so she can survive. And then the killer came, and then she was like, all right, I need to hide somewhere, and then hid in the merry-go-round. But like, yeah, let's hear the timeline of events. Enough
Aiba,
theories.
Can you give me a timeline of the events of the crime?
At once.
I wonder who sent that Nile message to Mizuki.
Yeah.
Probably the culprit themselves.
But Mizuki wouldn't obey the instructions of a complete stranger.
Then Mizuki knew the sender.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or the suspect used her friend's phone.
Aiba, can you hack into the phone and find out who sent the Nile message?
Nile's security protocols are intricate. It will take time to decipher.
What's his name? Ota did say he dropped his phone. So hold on. Let me see it again. I need to see the timelines of events. Dang, I can't even see it again. I kind of want to go back to here because I think I missed something at the sync. Because my initial playthrough, in the first episode, I did find something at the sync, but I had to play it all over again because I didn't record the audio. Even though this time I'm recording the audio, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna make sure this time. But interesting. Because I really want to look at the timeline of events. Let me see the files. Doesn't show it in the files. Damn. Because like my theory is that Oda dropped his phone and then saw the body, ran, dropped the phone, and then the killer took the phone and then texted Mizuki. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Anything on your mind?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I checked the surveillance cameras around Bloom Park again, and I noticed something strange.
Something strange?
There were no cars. Yesterday, in the parking lot and the streets in the vicinity, there was not a single vehicle.
Are you sure?
I am.
Then, how did the suspect move the corpse?
I have no idea.
Damn. I don't even know. I just need to play the game, man. I'm trying to like think up all these theories.
Welcome back. I brought her here after her examination was over.
Mizuki. Has she said anything?
No, still can't talk.
Was it okay for you to bring her here?
I got permission from the hospital. Apparently, the hospital director has been poking a few of the nurses. So I asked him about that, and all of a sudden he seemed very open to the idea.
That's not permission, it's blackmail.
Same thing. You know what you need to do now, right? Sync with her.
Uh-oh. Like, she's just a 12-year-old girl. Like, you sure just want to just sink from the jump? I'll try talking to her. Let's see. She can't hear from here. Okay. I guess that's a no. Let me just look around a little bit. A locker.
Searching. Classic. Alternative. Progressive.
That's rock.
Date, look. It's the girl from that horror movie. Coming out of the well.
What the hell are you talking about?
Steel shelf. I opened up. Completely packed with books. Huh. They're all homo-erotic BL manga and gay romance novels. Interesting. Pewter. Interesting.
Interesting. This kind of furniture is often used for pile drivers in professional wrestling.
Really?
Now, where on earth did you learn that?
From the top rope. Monitor on. Strange strings of characters and figures scroll across the monitor. Okay. Just want to look in my around my surroundings. Looking, just checking around. See if there's anything worth looking at. A binder full of papers. It looked like the manual for the sync machine. Pewter. You sure this is okay?
She's only 12. You sure this is okay?
The machine is safe. I can guarantee that. You have nothing to worry about.
How's Mizuki doing?
Her vitals are stable. Her EEG is also stable. I think we can proceed.
That's that extra electro. I'm not even gonna say it. Has to do something with the heart, if I remember correctly, or the nerves. Let's talk to the boss. Did you get Renju's permission? That's a good question.
Renju Okiura is Mizuki's legal guardian. Did you get permission from him?
I couldn't get in touch with him.
What? I thought he was being questioned by a local unit.
His questioning ended around noon.
Uh-oh.
He hasn't been heard from since.
Why would he?
I don't know.
By noon, they didn't like detain him or anything like that. Cause if the wife is dead, more than likely you gotta detain him. But then again, he's a CEO, so he probably has that that bribery cash, the bribes. Any progress on that investigation?
You're asking me that now? I'm asking you to sync with Mizuki because we have no progress. Maybe Mizuki saw something at the scene. Maybe she went inside that merry-go-round to hide. But she isn't answering any questions. The only way to find out is to dive into her subconscious mind. Don't you agree?
But you just told me that they basically questioned Renju, and like nothing came out of it. Those are some lousy cops. Like, anyways, are you sure you want to do this?
If we don't do it now, then when? This is exactly the kind of situation Abyss was founded for. Besides, if you dive into Mizuki's subconscious, you may be able to help her. Her aphonia is psychogenic. Physically, she's fine. Her injuries are mental. Which is understandable after seeing her mother like that. You may be able to heal her, Date. You just have to sync with her. You're the only one who can.
That's kind of messed up, though. Like, you know, as we progress through technology, like, how would technology affect kids? Like, even now we see like the whole dangers of technology in kids nowadays, where they can't focus and all that kind of stuff. But even though I feel like that's a cop out to some degree, but that's neither here nor there. Let's ask Pewter about Aiba.
Hey, Pewter? About Aiba, could you do something about her personality?
Do something about it?
It wouldn't kill her to be more modest. Maybe a little more ladylike?
If you dare reprogram me, I will self-destruct in your eye socket.
Huh. So you were listening, huh?
His real name is Amanoma. 36 years old. He's a member of Ibis like me. He's a genius engineer that designed the sync system and other machines. He also invented Aiba. He's a caretaker in a way. Aiba. Boss is watching. Mizuki. I gotta go through with this. Hold on, let me check the files real quick before I continue. BL, Boys Love. Oh gosh. Sync. Doujinshi. Fan-made comic books to celebrate a particular franchise. Yeah, usually erotic in nature. Yep. Oh. Let's see. Escape. Sync machine. There's an enormous machine beyond the window. This machine is known as a sync machine. So, can I go? Mizuki's lying in the sync machine and on the other side of the glass. Are you ready?
We are ready to begin.
Are you ready?
Date, go to the sync room.
Got it.
Here we go.
Agent Date, Mizuki is reacting. Her heart rate is rising and her brainwaves are showing signs of disturbance. She may be getting nervous about the procedure.
Date, try to calm her down.
How do I do that?
It's true that she can't speak to you. But she can hear you. Try talking with her.
Sure thing, boss.
Are you ready? All right. Yeah. So here, about Ibis.
Mizuki, I've never told you this, but I'm not an ordinary policeman. I belong to a special investigation unit called Abyss. Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. We explore the human mind with state-of-the-art technology and research. There are a billion kinds of
That is our
suspects
purpose.
and persons of interest out there. People that lie, people that don't say anything, people that have head injuries, or some that have deep mental wounds that keep them from talking. So, how do we get clues from these people? We have to get inside their heads. The truth is in their minds. Our job is to find it.
I don't know, man. Like, the legalities of this is like crazy, because like, while we are taking care of her, her father is still her guardian, so yeah, like, I'm praying to God we don't have a future like this, like, you know, where criminals, like, or criminals or kids or whatever, like, if they don't talk or have like mental scars or head injuries or whatever, they decide not to talk. They just end up being put in a chair or some type of machine, crazy machine like this. Like, about the psych gear.
I know it looks scary, but trust me, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no pain, no side effects. When this is all over, you'll go back to your regular life like this never happened.
Okay, sync.
Sinking is what we call diving into someone's subconscious mind. You sink deep down into their psyches, and you synchronize with their true selves. People like me are called sinkers. Sinkers enter the subject's subconscious, which is a dreamlike state we call somnium. It's Latin for dream. There are 6 sinkers at Abyss. I'm one of them.
So here's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be inside your head. I'll be looking for clues about the culprit.
Not only that, we will also attempt to discover the cause of Mizuki's muteness and rectify it. With her aphonia cured, we can ask her further questions directly.
Yeah. And then when this is all over...
Hey, Mizuki. When this is all over, what should I say?
Hold on, what does she like? Pewter. Futa. Amanama. I'm gonna get back to this later. Hold on. Let me see what she likes though. Mizuki. She likes all of that. Let me go for ramen. I'm gonna go for the ramen option. Because everybody likes ramen. Like, come on. You're broke, you know, you get yourself some ramen. You're rich, you can get yourself some, like, a bowl of ramen. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody likes ramen. Let's go get some ramen.
That ramen with the corn, that looks like pig slop. I thought it was garbage, but you loved it. I'll go get some with you.
Date, your choice of words.
I thought I chose pretty good words.
Date, her heart rate is steadying. EEG is stable.
Date, get into position. Let's begin.
Oh, and Special Agent, I forgot to mention one thing. I added a new feature to the sync system.
A new feature.
You'll learn more when you're synced. It's very useful.
Sure, got it.
Date, you ready?
Okay, ready anytime.
Remember, Date, you have only 6 minutes in the Somnium world.
6 minutes.
Any longer, and your consciousness will be absorbed by the subjects.
Yeah, I know. I'll find a lead and get out in under 6 minutes.
This is like the other,
We're counting on you.
let me shut up.
Well then, let's begin.